yes, you like making deals.
Oh, I'm going to stop you right there, Tony. I don't like making deals. Do you understand? I love making deals. I love making deals. The bigger, the better.
But to what end?
To what end? Deals are the end. I mean, that's like asking Da Vinci why he painted the Mona Lisa.
Consider yourself an artist.
Well, I am an artist, Tony, and deals are my art form. Look.
Hello everyone, I'm Johnny, and today we are reviewing The Apprentice, the Donald Trump biographical drama. This came out in May of 2024 at the height of the election primaries, as well as Donald Trump's New York trial. There was almost so much political drama going on at the time, there was no room for this movie. But now that I've watched it, I'm very impressed, so let's check it out. I went into this film thinking this was going to be a raging political hit job on Trump. After all, Trump's legal team did fight to block its release. The movie is definitely not flattering, but I don't think it was damning either. Based on how Trump regularly presents himself, there isn't anything surprising in this film. The film doesn't dehumanize Trump, it even highlights a few trying struggles. You might even be able to feel sorry for him at the start of the film. Scenes of him near failure, unknown, trying to impress his future wife, his father, and investors make you realize Trump's life could have gone many different ways, as it does for people who gamble in the real estate world. The film features many people in Trump's life: his first wife Ivana, his brother Fred, his father Fred Trump Sr., and a whole host of New York elite. But the film is mainly focused around Trump's relationship with Roy Cohen, brilliantly played by Jeremy Strong. Cohen was a well-connected, highly influential lawyer and political fixer through the 1950s to the mid-1980s. Cohen died of AIDS in 1986, 5 weeks after being disbarred for unethical conduct and fraud. Cohen was ruthless throughout his life and believed that any tax, law, or political action was anti-American if it interfered with his personal, political, or business ambitions. Roy Cohen was loud and proud about paying little to no taxes. Telling Donald Trump's story through Cohen in this film is a great way to leave some of Trump's character open to interpretation. Cohen is presented as leading Trump into the world of cutthroat, shady, and brutal business practices. This way, the film gives the viewer a little room to feel sorry for Trump being led down this road, and room for the viewer to imagine how much or how little this corruption rubbed off on Trump. For me, the most powerful message in the film is how characters like Cohen or Trump intertwine their business and personal ambitions with patriotism. There's a long history of the rich and powerful disregarding the American legal system through bribes, favors, and coercion. These actions are easy to justify financially when a small bribe gets you a large tax abatement. But how do you justify this to yourself, the ones around you, or the American people when you get caught, while you claim that what you're doing was in the nation's best interest? Maybe you avoided paying taxes. Well, that's what any red-blooded American would do. It's patriotic. Taxes are for communists anyway, right? And those shady business practices that granted public funds to build a casino, well, you just wanted to create jobs for Americans, and that's more important than the rule of law, etc. The best scene highlighting this mentality in the movie is Cohen justifying his blackmail operations to Trump in his basement, stating how though it's illegal, it's safeguarding democracy. Of course, it's really just advancing his business and personal interests.
You have to be willing to do anything for America to safeguard democracy.
A key takeaway here is that Americans, including politicians in the highest office, are increasingly seeking to defend their politics by irrationally attacking their opponents. A narrow-minded left-winger might call a Republican a fascist, while a right-winger might call a Democrat a communist. Besides some thoughtful messaging in the movie, one of the absolute biggest wins in this film is Sebastian Stan, nailing a younger Donald Trump.
Attack, attack, attack. If somebody comes after you with a knife, you shoot him back with a bazooka, okay?
The movie also does a great job on the setting, capturing the vibe of the 70s and 80s, which at parts is fun and others depressing, such as the fear associated with the AIDS epidemic. Stan's Trump is believable. I think anyone watching this movie, be them a Trump supporter or Trump hater, is going to enjoy this performance. Portrayed are all the characteristics of Trump we know well: vulgar, crude, cutthroat, self-interested, money-hungry, sexist, vain, transactional, you name it. But the film also shows the Trump I think Trump voters love, which is the win-at-all-costs Trump, the relentless Trump, never admit defeat Trump, even a funny Trump, an American first Trump, and of course the attack, attack, attack Trump. Most impressively and highlighted in the movie is Trump's sobriety, remarkable considering he would have been surrounded by Wolf of Wall Street yuppie-type degenerates constantly while doing business in New York in the 1980s. The people who are going to be disappointed by this movie are the whack jobs who voted for Trump because they think he is a virtuous Christian or an American Boy Scout. Ultimately, I think this movie got pretty close to who Trump really is and why millions voted for him: an ultra-capitalist, theatrical businessman, which is part of America's DNA. Alright, I'm Johnny. Thanks for watching. Just a reminder, I am Canadian, so I didn't vote in your election. So take it easy on me in the comment section. I did try to be objective in this review. But do leave a comment in the comment section. I'd love to hear from Trump haters and Trump supporters in regards to what they thought of the film. But do try to be nice to each other in the comment section. And most importantly, do have a nice rest of your day.